welcome once again to another episode of Robo Luchador Podcast. This week I am joined by...
Chessie!
Morgan.
And I'm Russell, if anyone forgets that. So, how's everyone doing this week? It's been an interesting week for us, news-wise.
Yep.
There's been a lot of announcements, a lot of rumors. An amazing movie came out this week.
Yep.
So, without further ado, where should we start? Like, what should we start talking about? Because, honestly, I don't know. All of it sounds flipping amazing.
Yep. Well, if you want to start us off...
Well, if I'm starting, we're starting with Superman Batman. We're starting with Dawn of Justice. I'm sorry. Like, I saw that this weekend.
I saw it on the premiere as well.
Yeah, like, I was really glad I got to see it because I wasn't sure we were going to be able to. Me and my friend weren't. And then we just said, screw it. We really want to see this movie. We're going to go watch it. And we watched the very last showing Thursday night.
Yep. Well,
I was really impressed with this film. Like, more
Same
so
here.
than I thought I would be, because I have been, like, throwing on my blinders for this movie, because there's so much I didn't 100% agree with it. Like, I defended Ben Affleck for casting, because I'm on board of that ship that I think Ben Affleck is a really good actor. You just have to put him in the right roles.
Yep.
And a lot of people in the 90s were just, excuse me, casting him for whatever. Because he was popular and handsome.
Well, critics have been and still are slating the movie extremely terribly. And I really think that they're just bitching just to bitch.
Honestly.
They said they made the movie not for critics but for the fans, and from seeing the movie, yes. I feel that.
Yes, this movie, oh my god. It was so hard for me not to be like, ooh, because they did the Dark Knight thing with it. Like, for those of you who don't know anything about the last two Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy, Christopher Nolan pulled his favorite scenes from comic books that he was using as kind of source material for the movies and put them in the movie. This book did the same thing with the several iconic scenes from both The Dark Knight Returns and another book that, if I mentioned the storyline, would be spoilerific. Yeah,
yep.
Would be hugely spoilerific to the plot.
I know exactly what book you're talking about, and if I did a quick review of the movie, it was everything I wanted from the movie and more. Again, I have no idea why critics are bitching so much about it. If you like Man of Steel, you'll most likely love this.
Yeah. If you can get past all the collateral damage, which I've said before, here's the thing about the collateral damage. These people have powers that make no sense to the rational mind, regardless of what's going on. So yes, when you put something like that together, you're going to have collateral damage.
And as well, in Star Wars, they blow up entire planets with billions of people. That's what the director used as a defense for the collateral damage. I mean, even in Avengers, they managed to keep it contained to a few city blocks, but those city blocks were still ruined.
Yeah, heck, that's one of the major plot points for Captain America, the upcoming Captain America film, is the collateral damage.
Yep.
I thought they did a really good job. All the returning characters from Man of Steel reprised their role. I am disappointed that there's no that they haven't introduced a Jimmy Olsen, But honestly, at this point,
Oh,
I
they
don't...
did.
Well, Jenny...
No. They did. They introduced Jimmy Olsen.
Where? Then I missed him.
He was at the start of the movie. There was someone with a camera.
Oh, you mean
Yep.
the CIA
Yep.
agent? That was Jimmy?
Yep.
Well,
Yep. And there's a scene where he states his name that is in the R-rated edition apparently, and his name is Jimmy Olsen.
okay. I am looking forward to that the home edition for what like they didn't put in for the theater. But
Yeah, because it's going to include Barbara Gordon, a whole load of things that I think will also help with the structure of the movie. Because again, I know critics blow everything up. Yes, there were like a few little structural problems with how it was handled, and I can see that, but it is nowhere near to the extent that people have been blowing it up to be.
no, I agree with you there. Like
It's the kind of thing that would take 0.5 off of a review score for me.
yeah, and honestly, it doesn't. Ben Affleck did an amazing job as Batman.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
he
love-
is the Batman / Bruce Wayne that I have been waiting for, and he's
Yeah.
also surprisingly brutal.
Oh my God, Alfred was perfect.
Oh yeah, freaking Jeremy Irons.
Yeah, Jeremy Irons as Alfred was amazing.
Right, yeah.
Um,
Gal Gadot is actually an amazing Wonder Woman as well.
Yeah, I love how
I
they
thought
did
she
that.
would be as well, but it still surpassed my expectations.
that was one of the things that I thought they did really well. She didn't have much development. She was more of a
Yep.
side plot point in the film.
Yep, but even without that development and the fact that she just kind of was there at some points, she still had the presence that kind of stole the...
Oh yeah, she stole
entire
just about
attack.
every scene
Oh,
she
yeah.
was in. And
Even as Diana Prince, it was... Yeah, she was awesome. And Doomsday was actually better than I thought he was going to be. I know
Yeah.
I was expecting, like, a Michael Bay Ninja Turtle, so it wouldn't have taken too much to beat my expectations, but he still did.
I love how he slowly changed into his iconic form.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he didn't go, like, full ponytail hair, ridiculous spikes, but I think that's because it would look real kind of out of place if they went that far.
Yeah. I like what they did with Bruce's dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Those dreams
Again,
are
we can't
completely
really go into it
Yeah.
spoiler-wise, but it was a good
prophetic.
exposition point.
They are completely prophetic. Like
Yep.
they pull from some comics. They hint at
Yep.
what the Justice League movie
like
may be
future plots for the Justice League movies. Yep.
about.
And yeah, it's just I loved that movie. Also, I personally thought that Jesse Eisenberg was surprisingly amazing as Lex.
Yeah, I don't.
I thought I went in expecting him to try and impersonate kind of Heath Ledger with like the weirdness and like just other tics that I thought it'd be a bit off and not that well performed, but he actually did an amazing job
yeah.
presenting himself as a psychopath.
Well, that's just it. They did the more eccentric version of Lex instead of the calm and collected version, which I
Yep.
think Jesse Eisenberg did really well
Yep.
with the eccentric. Though I would have loved to have I would have loved to have seen him not gotten arrested at the end. And
Spoilers.
sorry, forgive me for that, but yeah, that was probably my biggest nitpick was how the movie ended for him.
Well, in a lot of the comics, like even Superman Unchained, which was quite recent, he can go to prison, but he's the kind of person who prepares so much that he'll get out of there.
Yeah.
He'll think of something with his creepily psychotic mind.
I loved his manipulation through the movie. It was perfect.
Oh yeah.
It was perfect.
But yeah, the whole movie generally has me very hopeful about DC's movie universe, and
Yeah.
especially since the movie broke several records with its premiere and is continuing quite strong. I'm really excited with what's to come.
I'm looking forward to the third Superman movie. I'm looking forward to the Batman films. I'm looking forward to Justice League. I'm looking forward to Wonder
yeah.
Woman.
Looking incredibly excited for Suicide Squad as well, and The cameos in the movie as well.
I think they were done
I
really well.
Yeah, same here. I'm not going to go into detail because, again, spoilers is something you'll want to see when you watch the movie.
Yeah.
But I still thought they were done very well and not in a way that kind of shoved it in your face too much.
I love the actor they picked for Silas Stone though.
Oh yeah,
Um,
he's actually who I envision when I'm reading Silas Stone and like Justice League or other comics like that.
yeah, like I really like him. I loved his character in Eureka. So yeah.
Yep. But again, movie was amazing. I don't see why people are complaining to the extent that they are. I'd give it a 9.5.
Yeah, same. Like it's up there. It is a 4 out of 5 for me, and the only reason it lacks that 5th star was there's just little nitpicks, and if I didn't have those little nitpicks,
Again, for me, it's not little nitpicks. It's just more I can see slightly where people are complaining about structural problems, but again, nowhere near to the extent that they're making it out to be.
Well, it's the internet. Everything has to be boom.
Oh no! Like I saw IGN's review that included like the line, "Oh, it's not as fun as Avengers or X-Men." Yes, it's Batman. It's not going to be jokes and happiness.
No, like certain characters are going to bring that along, but you're never going to get that from Batman.
Yeah, like in the Justice League, you'll get like the most quips are that from Flash and Green Lantern. Everyone else is more serious and like objective orientated. So again, it's critics annoy me, and I thought the movie was amazing. I'll leave it there.
I feel like our comedy buddy duo in the next film is definitely going to be Flash and Cyborg.
Yeah, I don't know so much Flash and Cyborg, but I think Flash is definitely going to be a bit, well, fulfilling that kind of role, and I think him and Bruce are going to have a bit of a repertoire, but again, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Moving on to Wonder Woman, Warner Bros. Released a new photo from the Wonder Woman solo movie, and it was showing off Diana, her mother Hippolyta, her aunts Antiope and Menelope. I am probably butchering the pronunciations.
It's all Greek to me, so
Yeah, but the picture had them standing on a Themysciran shore, and they were like decked out in Themysciran garb and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, it looked awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this origin film with her. I like that some of the other characters are not getting origin films. Like we're not really getting as Aquaman or a Cyborg or a Flash origin film. But
yeah, again, because like I said the other week, they're saying that not going to be origin stories. It's all going to be kind of connected to the overarching story that Batman vs Superman is setting up.
But Wonder Woman deserves an origin story, I think, at this point.
Oh yeah, she's never had a big screen representation before, and again, Gal Gadot did an amazing job, and yeah, again, World War One isn't explored a lot in movies or that. It's mainly World War Two that you see. So again, I'm interested to see where they go with that.
Yeah. And judging from where they're putting her in World War One, it's going to be in the later years to when the U.S. entered the fray.
Well, it's 1917 or 1918 that it's set.
Well, I'm going to assume 1918 from the teaser in the movie.
Yep. But yeah, again, I'm real excited for that.
Mm-hmm. This has really just put me at new hope for the DC movie universe. But you've got to stop comparing it to Marvel, because that's apples and oranges, people. Apples and oranges.
Oh no. Again, people were going in expecting a kid-friendly movie because of Marvel, and that's why they keep complaining, and it's frustrations.
Yeah.
In other news, Warner Bros. Released a trailer for the Lego Batman solo movie.
Yeah, we just watched it not 5 minutes before the podcast.
It's appropriately unastounding in all the best ways.
Yeah, it is. They sell up the character that they made in the Lego movie, and it looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. I remember reading earlier on when they were talking about the film that one of the plot points would be that he meets other Lego Batmans from different movie sets. Like,
Yeah.
he's the standard Lego Batman, but he's going to meet, like, the Dark Knight Lego Batman and the Adam West Lego Batman. And
Well, if that is what happens, that would be very funny.
but I don't
Because again,
know.
Lego Movie was almost universally revered as being amazing,
like,
and the
this is
same people are handling it.
This is the first of 2 spin-offs for the Lego Movie.
Yep.
And I'm curious how the Ninjago movie's actually going to work.
Oh, I personally do not care about that, but
Well,
again,
I
each their own.
That's one of their original, like, storylines that I actually liked with Lego. That
Yeah.
isn't
But
biological.
again, it's just how I felt about it. Fine with everyone else liking it.
I mean, yeah, I'm curious. I'm just curious at this point because I love the Lego
Yep.
Movie so much, and I cannot wait for the sequel, Lego Movie 2. Which I'm curious what that's even going to be about. Like,
Yep.
but just waiting and seeing. Yeah, it's perfect. It was a perfect trailer for that character.
Yep. Also, in a quick tangent, Daisy Ridley has been in talks to star in the Lara Croft movie adaptation that's inspired by the recent game reboots. And I honestly think that is perfect casting.
Let me look at her. I can't put a name to the face. Daisy.
Rey from Star Wars Force Awakens.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That would be.
cast.
She'd be great.
Again, it's still in talks, so nothing's confirmed. But
Yeah.
I think if it's pulled off like the more recent games were, and she's starring in it, I think it has potential to be amazing.
Yeah. Agreed. Absolutely agreed.
In comic news, DC Comics announced their new books and creative teams for the Rebirth event in June. There is a whole load of things. It's going to start off with an 80-page one-shot written by Jeff Johns with artists Gary Frank, Phil Jimenez, Ivan Reyes, and Ethan Van Sciver. And it's going to be starting in the 25th of May, and then throughout June it'll be all the new creative teams filling up the weekly and bi-weekly books. Bi-monthly, sorry. Batman's been taken over by Tom King. Detective Comics has James Tynion writing it, and it's going to have Batman, Batwoman, Spoiler, Cassandra Cain, Tim Drake, Robin, and Clayface teaming up, weirdly.
Interesting.
All-Star Batman is a villain-focused book, and it's going to be written by Scott Snyder, who writes the current Batman comic, which is universally revered as being amazing. And it's going to have multiple artists, including John Romita Jr.
Good. I love Romita Jr.'s artwork.
Also, Scott Snyder has an exclusive contract with DC now.
Nice.
So they've got him secured, considering he pretty much built Batman up to how popular it is right now as one of the most universally revered runs of Batman. Well, yeah, I can see why they're wanting to do that. Nightwing is going to be written by Tim Seeley, and the outfit is going to be going back to the black and blue color scheme, so a lot of people will be happy about that. Batgirl's getting a new creative team. Birds of Prey's getting a comic book again. Let me see. There is a new comic called New Superman. It's gonna have a Chinese man with Superman's powers, and it's gonna be set in Shanghai. It's gonna be written by Gene Lang, who most recently wrote Wi-Fi Powers Superman. Yeah. A new Supergirl comic written by the guy who did Midnighter, which a lot of people liked, and it's going to be more like the TV version, I'm pretty sure. New Wonder Woman creative team. Justice League is going to be written by Brian Hitch and drawn by Tony Daniel. Flash is getting a new writer. two new Green Lantern comics, new Cyborg creative team, Aquaman, just a whole load of new things, and also Harley Quinn is going to be continuing with the same creative team. Yeah, a
Speaking.
whole load of information there.
Yeah, but speaking of Harley Quinn, I got my loot crate for this month, the Versus crate. I'm kind of pleased with it. It wasn't great, but I'm happy.
I
Yep.
saw what was in it.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it came with a Titan pop figure for Alien versus Predator. You either got Alien or Predator. I got a Predator.
Yep.
I love the shirt. It's a fight card art style shirt, like an old fight card poster for the Star Trek episode Mirror Mirror, and it has Good Spock versus Evil Spock on it.
Yep.
The Daredevil versus Punisher beanie, which I've been wearing like nobody's business.
Oh, same here.
Yeah. And then a special edition issue 1 of Harley Quinn.
Yep.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
3 last little notes. Green Arrow's getting a new writer, and he will have his goatee back, which a lot of people will be happy about. Blue Beetle's getting his own book, which is going to have the current, more well-known Blue Beetle and Ted Kord. And Teen Titans is getting Damian Wayne leading the team.
Oh, that book's ruined.
So I assume you don't like Damian Wayne then?
Nope. I would
Fair
rather
enough.
see Jason Todd be Robin again.
Oh.
And that's an
Moving on from Rebirth, Justice League 50 is set to reveal the Joker's name, apparently.
No! No! No, 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 no!
Because with the current storyline, Batman acquired the Mobius chair, which is from the New Gods and Genesis and all that kind of stuff, and it gives him all the information that he would ever want to know, and his first question was, what is the Joker's name? They did not reveal it, but apparently it's going to be revealed in Justice League 50. So yeah, that's going to get a lot of people a bit annoyed, I think.
Or the answer's just simply going to be the Joker.
Yeah. And last thing in comics, Batman 50 released this last week. He's got a new costume. It was an amazing milestone issue. It cleared up the whole storyline that they've recently been doing, and I've got to give it a 10 because, again, it was incredible. And moving on from comic news, but continuing with Batman, Telltale is going to be transitioning to a very much upgraded game engine, beginning with the new Batman series.
Thank you! I love Telltale games. I think they're great. But, dear Lord, please, that engine needed upgrading a long time ago.
Yep. Well, they said it's going to be a big step forward, and again, it's going to be beginning with the Batman series, which is going to be released this summer, I believe. And also, Minecraft Story Mode is set to get 3 more post-season episodes in 2016.
Well, I mean, okay, that's great. I'm still waiting for episode 5 to come out.
Oh, episode 5, I think, is going to be releasing before the end of March.
Okay. Okay.
And Walking Dead Season 3 from Telltale is going to be released later this year. And it's still going to tie into the previous 2 seasons, but not the Michonne spin-off.
Okay.
Moving on from Telltale, the Pokemon Company released first images of Pokemon Go. It was pretty much what I expected it to look like, and I am very excited.
Me too.
Also-
I'm kind of disappointed though.
Well, I didn't think it was going to be like Hyper HD. It's still a mobile game, but
No, not on like the graphics or whatever, but you can the way you level up your Pokemon or yourself. I don't even think you level up your Pokemon. You level yourself up and your Pokemon evolves.
I haven't seen any information on that, but if that's how it is, I don't know how people are going to react. But
And do you know how you level up?
how?
You, if you want, like, if you have a Squirtle, and you want
Yep.
Wartortle, you have to keep catching Squirtle to level up.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, please tell me that, that's unconfirmed.
they released it.
Oh, that's just mobile game tripe that's going to piss everyone who wanted this off.
Yep, it has.
Well, I'm still trying to be optimistic about it.
We'll
I,
see.
I,
I
oh,
still intend on buying it and playing
yeah,
it, and
yeah,
if it
Well, they've
it's
also
gonna be
said that
fun.
Pokemon are going to be area based, so like you'll catch Ivysaur in a grassy area and all that, so that makes sense.
yeah,
And also, certain Pokemon are going to be region based,
that I'm not happy with.
so you'd actually have to travel to get certain Pokemon. Say, like, certain parts of America will have different Pokemon. Maybe Scotland might have an exclusive Pokemon, but that's the kind of idea that they're going to be going with, I think.
If I have to see the world to catch legendary Pokemon, screw it.
Plus they're doing. Oh, they're putting out like little things to find items, and I think
Yep.
they called it gems or something. They called it something, and you find items and special stuff. And the more
Yep.
leveled up you are, the better items you get.
Well, again, I'm going to try and stay optimistic about it. I know it's not going to be as amazing as everyone probably thinks it's going to be. It's going to be a mobile game, and they're always disappointing in some respect. But I'm still being hopeful.
I'm excited, no matter what.
Continuing with Pokemon Sun and Moon footage is going to premiere April 3rd. It's going to be televised in Japan, and it will probably have a trailer online.
Yay!
Footage and some actual knowledge other than we want to make it good.
Other than we want to go back to the old ways.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
this is
that's-
the second set of games that they've said that. They said the same thing for Black and White, was we wanted to go back to, like, something new. And Black and White, one of the big things I love about Black and White was, at least the first two games, were self-contained and had only their original 151.
Yeah, well, I didn't have any major problems with Black and White, but they didn't astound me necessarily.
No, I mean, the Pokemon weren't great. They were good.
Yeah.
Like,
They had ice cream Pokemon.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see that, because again, all we've had is promises and hopes. But yeah, that's going to be April 3rd, and I think that's everything we have so far this week. Unless anyone else has any other topics before I go into news. I mean, TV.
Let me see what I've got. What has Russell's collecting been doing? What has
I mean,
Russell's-
I could have went through all the individual creative teams, but that would have been extremely...
Well, no,
Yeah.
no. Like, I'm hitting some of my news and pre-order sites for figures right now. And let's see if we can find anything worthwhile. WonderCon was this weekend, I believe, and they.
Oh yeah, that's where the Rebirth event was. It was a
Yeah.
panel, WonderCon.
Yeah, they've, like, there's been some neat little things come out of there from Pop Culture Shock and Sideshow, but those are both very expensive
Yep.
toy companies, so... NECA revealed the life-size Slimer. It's a 3-foot-tall foam Slimer.
Yep.
It will be retailing for $699.99. So,
Oh,
yeah.
by the way, if I could just add something to Batman vs Superman,
Yeah, go
the
ahead.
score for the movie
Oh god, yeah, the music was great.
Incredible. Whoever said Junkie XL and Hans Zimmer should team up, please give them a medal. Because like, it was, yeah, freaking loved it.
Oh my god. This may be the most expensive Hot Toys ever.
What?
They're making a life-size Stormtrooper.
Oh yeah.
It's
Pretty sure they did a life-size Batman as well.
It's 6.5 feet tall.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Who buys this crap?
Rich people, Russell. Rich people.
Don't get me wrong, I want that kind of disposable income, but even then I don't know if I want that. It's like, if it did, it'd be standing at my door and just being to deter people.
If you were Bill Gates and you had that amount of money, you're saying you wouldn't buy it?
I'd build an underground city, screw that!
Yeah, if that's everything, I could just jump onto TV if you want.
Well, let me check our last bit of... We only go here for desperation, because generally we never come out of this website. I'm going to Funko's website.
No.
See if they've announced anything new that's worth talking about. Well, there is something, and I've seen these on pre-order this week. Their Mopeds line of figures, the small little plushies, are getting Futurama character lines.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this because they didn't put irises in the eyes, so it's just like these dead white stares that at you. The only two that actually look right are Bender and Farnsworth. But the line will include Fry, Leah, Bender, Zap Brannigan, Dr. Zoidberg, Nibbler, and Hubert Farnsworth. They also showed off some of their Emerald City Comic Con exclusives for the upcoming Emerald City Comic Con. Which is pretty neat. A lot of glow-in-the-dark stuff. But, yeah. And they announced that Wonder Woman will be getting her invisible jet with a pop. So there's those. Other than that, it's not really been any big new announcements for pop lines. Apparently they're doing a Barbie mystery mini set, and Pocahontas is the next Disney princess that they're working on.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, nothing big in Funko. Figure-wise, Mezco revealed that they're working on both a Daredevil and a Spider-Man for their 112 line, which I'm excited for. I pre-ordered Cap, and I'm waiting for Green Arrow to go up for pre-order. And I also pre-ordered the Superman vs. Batman figure lines. But other than that, not much figure-wise news. Let's go to gaming news. We haven't really talked about gaming news too much. We talked about some games, but let's talk about the big rumor. Like, this is a big rumor. We're not confirming this. There's a lot of sites that give a lot of information that make this sound legit. But until Sony
But
says...
again, it's just speculation, to be honest. There's independent reports coming out about it.
Yeah.
But until they're backed up, I don't like to treat it as concrete evidence.
No, but, like, from what I've read, and I watched The No with Funhouse, and they're really good about backing up their sources on that stuff. So, and they even make it sound like pretty legit. And then, but let's talk about the PlayStation 4.5. Here's what the rumors are saying. This will be a thinner, more powerful PlayStation that will upscale everything to 4K. Let me reiterate what I'm saying. It will upscale. Because for it to be possible to render 4K, you would need two $1,000 graphics cards. So this will not be full rendering in 4K, it will be upscaling. Something that the PlayStation 3 did for 1080p. It upscaled to 1080p. I don't know. I like the concept that it's just a more powerful version, but I think if it is true, it's a little pointless. Like, I'm not being mean about that.
Well, considering how well Sony's been doing with what they already have out, which is just the base PS4, I don't think they're going to be rushing to make an upgraded version.
Well, the VR's coming out soon, and maybe that's the big thing about this upgraded version is it won't need it can handle the PlayStation VR better.
Well, again, I'm not going to get heavily involved in speculation before I see any concrete evidence. Because like years ago, there was multiple independent reports that the Xbox 720 would be released in 2009.
Oh god, don't even start.
Yeah.
That. Like, and those reports were founded because they were using job listings for what eventually became the Xbox One.
Yeah, but again, speculation leads to people treating it as facts, and then it ends up just coming to nothing. But yeah, I could move on to a quick TV review kind of thing.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's talk some TV.
Well, Flash had a great episode. Shedded more light on who Zoom is. Had a great villain, I think, that also had a great psychological aspect to why they were doing what they did. It had quite a grim end as well, which I thought added to it, and I'm not going to go into any spoilers or anything, but it was a 9 for me. Arrow, on the other hand, they're getting far too self-involved with what they even called it in the show, Olicity. Their couple of Oliver Queen and Felicity, and it was, again, far too self-involved with that and how it's falling apart. And if you take away from that, and everything else in the episode was good, but all that being shoved into it and being shoved down everyone's throat, 6.5. I didn't get a chance to watch Walking Dead, but I think you did, Chessie?
Yes, it was really, really, really good. It was really close to the comics. We had... I don't know how much I should talk about. How far should I go?
You can go full spoilers.
Okay.
It's
Denise
been a
is
while.
dead.
Wait, pardon?
Denise is dead. Denise is dead. The doctor.
Oh, freak. Well then.
She took Abraham's death in the comics.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
And for those of you who read the comics, Eugene got away the same way he did in the comics, which was just the best.
I hear it involved dick biting.
Oh.
I have no idea of the context.
Yes,
but I've heard that.
It was the best. It was the best. We saw Dwight again. He had Daryl's crossbow. And that's how Denise died. He's burnt now. His face is burnt now. That's all. That's the major stuff that happened.
Would you could you give it a score?
Uh, 8.
Cool.
I think it deserves an 8.
Well, apparently AMC's. I think they've released a trailer, or it's been leaked online, and it shows a brief glimpse of Negan. So he'll be
I
coming up
couldn't get
soon.
it to load. I'm so upset.
Oh, it didn't actually show him. It showed the back of him, like the back of his head and his back, and he just said, "I'm Negan." That was it.
What the whole? I can't wait
That-
for him.
Oh
I
yeah,
love everything.
even though like they're bigging it up to be like the best TV villain in history, which is a big thing to say, I still think it's going to be real good.
It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, and speaking of Walking Dead, actually, I thought it was quite weird to see Lauren Cohen and Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Martha and Thomas Wayne in Batman vs Superman, and then watching Walking Dead.
I knew it. I couldn't remember if that was who played Thomas or not. I knew it.
Oh yeah, they played those two, and then I watched Walking Dead, and I was like, why is Martha Wayne speaking with Glenn? But yeah, if that's you done with Walking Dead, do you want to
Yeah.
just end it here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a short one, but I think it's because it's been much easier to compact the news because there hasn't been a whole lot of it.
No, and it's going to start slowing down until E3 and Comic Con.
Well, there's still going to be more movies coming out. Like, it's not too long until Civil War. I think it premieres April 28th over here.
We could actually do that. Let's see what's coming out in the next month. April.
Next week should be good. I mean, we'll have the Pokemon Sun and Moon stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
We will have
Uh,
watched BVS.
Yep. I'm also trying to binge Jessica Jones, which I have not gotten around to because of various reasons. And then I'm going to be binging Daredevil Season 2.
So good so far.
Oh, I really want to see it, but I can't watch it before I finish Jessica Jones.
How far into Jessica Jones are you?
Oh, I think we're over halfway.
It's so good.
Oh, it is. David Tennant. Oh.
Well, nothing big is coming out this month. The biggest movie for like us particularly that will be coming out